Let's talk a little bit about creating effective content in your videos. I'll go through some best practices related to building good videos and also hosting, posting, and marketing the video content that you create. So the first piece of advice is if you're building your own video content, or if you're working with a marketing vendor to build some video content for you, and we see people doing this wrong all the time, don't use stock imagery. We particularly see commercial video producers plugging in stock imagery because they don't want to go to the trouble of coordinating with you nice imagery that is on site, that's authentic to the location. And unfortunately, stock imagery, or worse, stock video footage, it's the kiss of death for good rank. Google's pretty smart. They index and identify repeatedly used stock imagery and repeatedly used stock video footage. And they'll know that that content in the video that you're trying to push to them for visibility is full of inauthentic imagery or imagery that's not shot on site, and it'll be a rank killer to the content that you produce. So either have somebody take nice photos for you, take nice photos, shoot some authentic video yourself, and don't be tempted to use stock imagery. That's less obvious than it sounds. If you've got video content out there now and you're not happy with it, and you've used stock imagery, it's easiest actually to start over and start from scratch. And that, you can pull stock video imagery offline also. And that stock imagery, the stock video imagery, it'll frequently come from vendors. They've got some nice pieces of video collateral or nice photographic imagery of machinery or great looking facilities. I would use your own, and that'll serve you better from a visibility standpoint, because it doesn't do you a lot of good to have video content that doesn't rank well or doesn't get played. Second thing I would say is, and again, just because we've seen hardworking small business owners do this, you can use and abuse copyrighted music for personal purposes, generally without any threat of blowback. It's very inadvisable to use it in anything that you're going to post to your own YouTube video. YouTube will shut your channel down. And people who own libraries of copyrighted music have developed really sophisticated methods that don't involve human beings, but just involve artificial intelligence or machine learning to crawl the internet and search for snippets of restricted copyrighted content. And then they have automated processes that, again, don't involve human beings very much, except for developers and coders, to push copyright notification messages to anybody who's hosting your content. They'll pull it down, and if it's YouTube, you won't be able to reestablish that channel, at least not for months. You'll get a warning if you're lucky, and you'll get a permanent timeout if you're not. So use GPL license-free, royalty-free sound clips. There are pretty big libraries of those online if you're going to do this yourself, or simply pay a small recurring fee for officially licensed music. It's less complicated than it sounds. People always ask, look, I'm a bait shop owner. What to use my example, the business that I'd love to be running. People always ask, like, well, video, that sounds like we're swinging for the fences. Like, what would we even say in our video? And our advice and the video content that we most frequently create for clients, part of it is simply effective storytelling and value building about your about your laundry. And in 30 or 35 or 37 seconds, if you can create voiceover that says, why did you start this business? What makes your business special and unique? And what are your future plans? That is a personal, compelling, and highly effective way to create 30 or 35 seconds of non-braggy but highly promotional content that will strike consumers just the right way. So, why did you start your business? What makes your business special or unique? What are your future plans? Again, you can take 5 minutes to write yourself out a couple of bullet points. In reality, I don't run a bait shop, but if somebody said, what's your 30 seconds on these 3 bullet points, I'll do it as uncomfortable as that is. I started American Marketing and Publishing with my brother in 1997 because I knew that there was a better way to drive great results for small business owners. And I watched my father struggle as a small business owner with marketing as a huge point of expense and frustration. And today, 24 years later at American Marketing and Publishing, proud of the fact that I won't give you my commercial, but I could give you a pretty concise 35 to 37 seconds, and you can do it too. And in the links that Danielle or I send out, featuring some other laundries that are effectively taking advantage of video, if you listen, you'll see that there's a pattern here where, without bragging, they point out the highlights of their business and make the listener feel like they've got a connection to a business owner who is doing things right and that's really proud of the clean, orderly, efficient, convenient laundromat that they run, the comfortable, all of your good selling points, and describing what you're really proud of is a great way to approach the copy building part of your video content.